Hey guys, it's Brandon here again at Vape Extreme. Bringing you another toy review, I guess. This one here comes from vapors.com. Guys, again, they are a Canadian vendor, which I'm sure you already know by now. But vapors.com has gotten into some very interesting rebuildable stuff, I guess, in the last couple months. So this one here I'd actually ordered in mainly for the reason is I've got a couple of VV Nova tanks and they vape well. And as everybody knows, the VV Nova tanks come with 3 replaceable heads, right? Perfect. But there are a few people that have gone out and found that you can actually rebuild the heads, which is fantastic. Now, the only problem is in Canada, you know, unless you're going to search the World Wide Web and find out where you can get silica wire from or where you can get Kanthal wire from, it was kind of a bit of an issue. Vapors.com carries all of that. They carry the wick. They carry the Kanthal wire. They also have the stainless steel mesh in 400 and 325 or 350, somewhere in that area. I can't remember exactly. So yeah, with that being said, they also came out with some really interesting rebuildable atomizers. This one here is the Pheonix. Sorry I'm looking over here, but that's where my computer is. My camera's in front of me. I don't know why I keep looking over there, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's basically it's a rebuildable atomizer, and it's fairly simplistic to rebuild. I'm not actually going to do this as a how-to. But I am going to try and focus more on the atomizer as opposed to my face, because of my face. There we go. Let's back it up just a touch. There we go. So basically, for $19.95, what you're going to get is said setup. This is basically what you get. So basically, you get a standard, you know, it's just a plastic cheapo drip tip, which everybody enjoys to use, and then the actual atomizer itself. Now, it does come apart in a few pieces. Okay, so you have your air chamber, which is pretty straightforward. This is kind of where all the magic happens. So as you can see, I have been using this. Let's try and focus in on that a little better. When I figure out how to get this autofocus to work properly, then I'll do better reviews that way. So as you can see, it's just really a coil with some wick in the bottom, and then the 2 screws. There's actually holes in the tubes here, which you're not going to be able to see, that the coil actually goes into, and then you just tighten these screws down, and then you're pretty much all set. Now, the center post on mine is bent, which was kind of the only unfortunate part, but it's not shorting out, so that's good. But you can actually pull the center post out. There's a rubber grommet on the inside, but this will actually pull apart. It comes apart in a few pieces if you need to dismantle it that far. I haven't found the need to do that as of yet, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, of course, you can rebuild your coils to whatever resistance that you need, or whatever the resistance that you're looking for. I've seen guys that have done dual coils on these. I've seen guys that have done triple coils in these. I know that seems to be a tad bit extreme, but there's a bunch of different ways that you can actually rebuild this atomizer. I'm doing a single coil because that's how it came, and like I said, it's been vaping really well, so I haven't had the opportunity to rebuild it, but I have rebuilt the VV head for one of my tanks because it blew up. So anyway, guys, it's out of the box, the one that I've got, I'm just going to ohm that out really quick. It came in at 2.2, which you can't see because of that god-awful red display. But the biggest question is how does it perform as opposed to a regular atomizer? Well, it's pretty much the same. The only difference that you're generally going to find when using a rebuildable Pheonix is you're going to use a lot more juice than just 2 or 3 drops. I generally put about 5 drops in because you've got the wick at the bottom. At this point, it has not leaked on me, and with the well that you have at the bottom, it's going to hold a little bit more juice than your standard atomizer, and like I said, I haven't had any leaking issues with it as of yet, and I haven't heard of anybody having leaking issues as of yet. But with that being said, I'm just going to turn this up to 4.2 volts on the ProVary, and I'm vaping banana strawberry smoothie. Forget it. From CEV store. It's an 18 milligram e-liquid. Wow. And it vaped well. The flavor's all there, guys. The throat hit is actually really decent at the 18 milligrams, and as you can tell, vapor production is fantastic. And the flavor's all there. The only thing that I kind of had to get used to, I don't really like a stiff draw on any of my atomizers whatsoever. This seems to have a little bit more of a stiffer draw, but also keep in mind, I'm going to try the autofocus and see if this will actually work. But as you can see, yeah, see, it's concentrating on my face. Come on. So as you can see, there's a little air hole. That's actually where your air is drawn through. It's not through the bottom like your standard atomizers. So if you find that the air draw is a little bit stiff, you can basically, you know, just take the next step size drill bit and just drill it out, try it. You know, if it's still too stiff, then drill it out and try it. But you can actually kind of customize the atomizer to your vaping style, which is nice. I've kind of adapted to it. I don't really feel like drilling a hole in the body. I find that it works pretty decent the way it is. It works well. So yeah, guys, vaporist.com. I believe they were $19.95 or $19.99 for the Pheonix. I believe this was the A3. Yeah, there's two Pheonix atomizers on there. This one here, I believe, is the newer version. Basically, all I've really done is just kind of tapered the top off. It just kind of gives it a little bit nicer look on the on your device. Look pretty neat on the ProVary, I think. So yeah, guys, if you're looking to get into rebuildable atomizers, and you want to, you know, try not to spend a whole boatload of cash on the rebuildables, $20 is actually pretty decent. Plus, at the same time, you can also order the Canthal and the wick at the same time, because like I said before, Vaporist carries all the supplies you need for rebuilding and doing the DIYs on the atomizers. So that's all I got for you today, guys. So as always, let's keep on vaping.